Picture this. You wake up, look in the mirror, and that quiet voice whispers again. You're still not there. Not smart enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough. It doesn't matter how far you've come, your mind always finds a way to move the goalpost. And here's the cruel part. The more you chase being enough, the further it runs from you. Because what you're really chasing is approval from people who are just as lost as you are. This is the hidden trap. The endless loop your mind builds to keep you seeking validation instead of peace. And until you learn this one truth, you'll keep living like a ghost, haunted by a version of yourself that never arrives. So let's break it open. The lie you've been sold your entire life is that worth is earned. That if you just achieve enough, love enough, please enough, you'll finally feel complete. But that belief doesn't come from strength. It comes from fear. Fear that without constant proving, you'll disappear. The truth? You don't earn value. You project it. The world mirrors back what your mind declares as real. If your inner voice whispers, "I'm not enough," your brain filters the world to confirm it. That's not philosophy. That's psychology, cognitive bias, confirmation loops, neural conditioning. Your brain builds your reality around your dominant belief. Let's go deeper. The frame of value. Every social interaction, dating, work, friendship, is a negotiation of value. Who leads the frame controls the perception of worth. If you enter a relationship seeking to become valuable, you've already surrendered the frame. You've handed your emotional power to someone else's approval. That's why you chase. That's why you overthink. That's why rejection hits like death. Because your self-worth is externally leased instead of internally owned. Think about it. The person who seems unbothered, calm, grounded, they aren't faking it. They've just learned to anchor their value inside. They don't perform for love. They embody it. They understand something your mind keeps avoiding. Validation is a currency you mint yourself. Self-validation is not a cute quote on Instagram. It's psychological reprogramming. When you stop seeking permission to feel enough, your nervous system begins to relax. Your brain rewires from scarcity to sufficiency. You stop chasing highs of external attention, likes, praise, validation, and start stabilizing in quiet confidence. That shift changes everything. Your posture, your tone, even your energy. People can feel it. Ever notice how the person who doesn't need approval suddenly becomes magnetic? That's attraction psychology in its purest form. We're wired to respect those who seem internally abundant, because deep down, every human mind is scanning for one thing: emotional certainty. If you have that, others orbit you. If you lack it, you orbit them. The mirror effect. Here's where it gets darker. Most people you meet aren't actually reacting to you. They're reacting to how you make them feel about themselves. If you show up desperate to prove your worth, they subconsciously feel more powerful around you. If you show up grounded, they feel that power shift, and they either rise with you or they withdraw. It's not personal. It's energetic alignment, filtered through psychology. That's why relationships break, why attraction fades, why power dynamics flip. It's all built on mirrors reflecting hidden insecurity. So when you say, "I'm not good enough," your brain goes hunting for proof. Rejection, failure, comparison. It's trying to protect you from pain by predicting it. But in doing so, it recreates it. That's how trauma loops form. Not from what happened, but from what your mind keeps rehearsing. The break point. There comes a moment when you realize you can't fix this by adding more achievements, more approval, more validation. The only way out is subtraction. You unlearn the idea that you have to become something to be enough. You stop negotiating with your own reflection. When you drop the performance, your real presence starts to emerge, and that's what changes your psychology. Because now your actions come from wholeness, not hunger. You start doing things not to prove worth, but to express it. And people feel that difference. Let me give you the brutal truth your ego won't like. You'll never be good enough for everyone. Because enough is an illusion built on someone else's expectations. The more you chase it, the more invisible you become to yourself. But when you stop chasing and start observing, when you realize your worth was never on the line, you become dangerous, calm, focused, magnetic. Because now, you're not begging the world to see you. You see yourself. That's the shift, not a motivational trick, not a mindset hack, an identity reset. You stop playing defense with your value. You stop auditioning for belonging. You understand that confidence isn't convincing others you're enough. It's forgetting that question ever existed. So if you've been fighting for that invisible gold star, chasing people who never look back, hear this. You were never meant to earn your worth. You were meant to remember it. And the moment you do, the world starts rearranging itself around the energy of someone who finally sees their own reflection clearly. You'll never be good enough. You'll just be real. And that's worth more than everything you were trying to prove.